We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Check 13. Check 13.
Looking to throw. Fields. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons' 30-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Pick it up, Keith. Under crush. Let's go. Bravo. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. Know your job. 44 is the Mike, 44.
Back to throw. Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Second and 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike's Bobo. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Off play action. Fields. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
45. Mike, 45. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Falcons' 12-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies ready.
Looking to throw. Love rolling to his left. He's got Smith here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 6-0 our score after 1.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 15-money, 15-money.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. They'll set up the screen to Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd
Off the play fake. Love. Now he's flushed out left. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Back to throw. Love. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Looking to throw on second down. Love escaping the pressure right and finding the tight end Hooper. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Mike 7. Mike 7. Hurry. Our time. It's our time. Mike 7. Go.
From the gun, Love. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
49ers 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line, and he is out of bounds here on the return.
Falcons take over 1st and 10. He steps out of bounds right at
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. To throw from his end zone. Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Off play action. Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
44, check. Oh, here we go.
Looking to throw. Fields. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake. Love buying time to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Here we go, D.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Come on, set. 6 yards. Slam. Check. Kill.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And it's a fumble. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check it out.
The final shot before break. Love. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken short, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Looking to throw. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield to try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And the pressure gets to him again. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 7. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Being chased out left. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 77 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for two, unsuccessful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist yet.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On 3rd down, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down, Atlanta.
Hey, I 7.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Operating from the gun. Love. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 5. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Love steps away to his left. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out.
This is caught at the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off Play action. Love. And quick throw here. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, escaping the pressure right. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. Operating from the gun, Love. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And again this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Just like that.
Off the play fake. Love. That's complete to Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike 7. Mike 7. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Delta. That one's a Mike. Mike 7. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Ready, go.
To throw on third down. Love. And that is incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Rosas' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense. But that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 15 lining, 15 lining. Ready.
Back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Ready.
He's back to throw. It's caught. Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Set, go.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now he'll pull it down, and he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check 52. Go.
Throwing again. Love. Yeah, he's got it. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They come out here in the eye. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the... And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Red. 60 out block. Hey, watch the slant.
They go play action here on 1st down. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he